The day the drumbeat stopped. Long ago, before humans learned to listen, the animal kingdom spoke in clear voices. Every morning, the forest woke to a rhythm. It was not made by hands, but by life itself, the flutter of wings, the splash of hooves in streams, the slow thump of elephant feet on soft earth. This rhythm was called the drumbeat of balance, and as long as it continued, the animal kingdom lived in peace. At the heart of the great forest lived Koro the lion, chosen not because he was the strongest, but because he listened more than he roared. Beside him sat Nala the tortoise, ancient and wise, who remembered when rivers first learned their paths. High above them watched Era the eagle, whose eyes saw far beyond the hills. And deep within the river swam Lumo, the crocodile, quiet and patient, guarding secrets beneath the water. One evening, as the sun dipped low, the drumbeat stopped. At first, no one noticed. Birds continued to sing, insects hummed, and leaves whispered. But soon, the forest felt wrong. The wind moved without purpose. The stars seemed dimmer. Even the moon hesitated in the sky. Koro felt it in his chest. The silence was louder than thunder. He called for a gathering. Animals from every corner arrived: zebras and antelopes, monkeys and snakes, frogs and fireflies. Fear trembled in their eyes. The drumbeat has stopped, Koro said softly. Balance is breaking. Era swooped down, feathers rustling. From the sky I saw rivers twisting out of their beds and herds, fighting over grass that once was plenty. Lumo rose from the river, water dripping from his scales. Below the surface, the currents are confused. Fish swim in circles, forgetting where home is. The animals murmured. Panic spread like wildfire. Only Nala, the tortoise, remained calm. This has happened before, she said slowly. Long before any of you were born. All eyes turned to her. The drumbeat is not a sound, Nala continued. It is a promise. A promise that every creature will take only what it needs and protect what it cannot replace. Koro lowered his head. And that promise has been broken. Nala nodded. Yes, by us. The animals protested. We hunt to survive. We build nests. We gather food. Nala raised her wrinkled neck. Survival is not the problem. Forgetfulness is. She explained that in recent seasons, some animals had grown greedy. Lions hunted more than needed. Monkeys wasted fruit. Elephants uprooted young trees without care. Each small act chipped away at the promise. The drumbeat, weakened by neglect, had finally gone silent. How do we bring it back? Koro asked. Nala smiled sadly. Balance cannot be commanded. It must be restored. So Koro sent messengers across the land. The mission was simple, yet hard. Every animal must give back. The lions vowed to hunt only when necessary. The birds replanted seeds instead of dropping them carelessly. The elephants protected young trees, circling them with their great bodies. Even Lumo guided lost fish back to calm waters. Days passed, then weeks. At first, nothing changed. Some animals lost hope. Others complained that giving back was too hard. But Koro stayed patient, and Nala stayed watchful. One dawn, as the mist lifted, a faint rhythm returned. Thump, soft, unsure but real. The drumbeat had begun again. Rivers found their way. Grass grew greener. The sky brightened. The animals felt lighter, as if a heavy stone had been lifted from the land. That night, the forest celebrated not with noise, but with gratitude. Koro stood beside Nala. You were right, he said. Balance lives in choice. Nala nodded. And choice lives in remembering. From that day on, the animal kingdom taught its young not just how to survive, but how to belong. And as long as they remembered the promise, the drumbeat of balance never stopped again. And if you listen closely, even today, you might still hear it. In the wind, in the water, in the quiet heartbeat of the wild.